everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Ni no Kuni Remastered on Steam. What's that? It's on sale. I think it's on sale for like another day or two. And at a pretty reasonable price. Deep, dark wood, forest of fairy tales. Look at that! It's a waystone. There's useful. A waystone? Yeah, man. They're these ancient stones, see? You can use them to store a record of your adventures so far. In wild places like forests and so on, you can't just plonk yourself onto the nearest rock and write your story down. Well, why not? Why not, he says. Give me strength, Mum. Because they're crawling with horrible beasties, isn't it? They are? That sounds kind of scary. You'll get used to it, Mum. Just remember, you can't go recording your progress any old where. Allow me to explain that more. Touch a waystone and your health and magic power will be fully restored. Not bad, eh? And that's not all, man. These little beauties will also let you save your progress. A traveler's best friend they are. Which is why you should stop at every waystone you see and make good use of it. Better safe than sorry, ain't it? Sure, Mr. Trippy. Tidy. That's what I'd like to hear. Let's hope you're as good as your word. Righto. Next stop, the old man in the woods. Just shut the window. You can hear the crickets, right? I got the loudest crickets in my neighborhood. I tell you, they love to be made known. Nope.
Nanda, お前たちは。
何これ。
これが古の木や。久しぶりでんな、旦那。
雫か。わしに何の用だ。
いや、一の国から客人が来ましてね。ほんでもって旦那にいろいろとお力を貸していただきたいと。
お前はいつも困った時にだけやってくる。全く調子のいいやつだ。
すんません、旦那にはいつも感謝してます。
しかしその子は
長老もお気づきになられましたか。
透き通った心の持ち主か。透き通った心は闇を打ち払う。雫、まさかお前。
はい、俺たちジャボーと戦いますわ。
なんと。ああ 相変わらずバカなやつじゃ。よかろう、力を貸してやろう。しかしその前にその子のイマージェンをどうにかせねばならんな。
お、せや、確かに忘れるとこでした。旦那もこう言われてることやし、ちょっと早いけどお前にイマージェンの出し方を教えといたるわ。
イマージェン？
せや、イマージェンや。この二の国では自分の心を実体化させて戦士にすることができるんや。それがイマージェンというわけや。ここからの道のりではもっと強いモンスターが出てくる。手伝ってもらおうっちゅうことやな。
僕にできるかな？
できるもできんもない。やるんや。おかん助けんのやろ。
あ、うん。
ほなええか、マジックマスターを開いてここでイマージェンの魔法を使ってみ。
But Mr. Trippy, there's no spell name form familiar here. Your what? The boy is correct. Look at his wizard's companion. It would seem that it is missing more than a few of its pages. Really? Knickers. So does that mean I can't cast the spell? I'm not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Let me see now. Form familiar. Ah, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. You received a page describing the form familiar spell. Thank you very much, old Father Oak. But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee that you'll be able to make use of it. Some spells are simply not meant for certain wizards, such as life. Don't worry about that for now, Mun. Just give Form Familiar a go, will you? Sure thing, Mr. Trippy.
これは
なかなか筋がええぞ。これがお前の心の戦士イマージェン。
心の戦士？
そうや、お前の心の強さが実体化して戦士の姿になったんや。
これで本当に戦えるの？
おう、
見て！なんだよこいつ。
はあ、お前の心が強なったらこいつも強なってくるんや。
So, this is a familiar, huh? And he'll be coming with us? Indeed he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? Here, you better give the little fellow a name, eh? Yeah, good enough. Oliver, we cannot let you set off into the wild with only that withered wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you in battle. The first is the restorative incantation, known as Healing Touch. You received a page described a Healing Touch spell. Ah, why this game? Tidy! That's the most useful spell there is for a wandering adventurer. Cuts, bruises, sprains, gashes, all gone in a jiffy with Healing Touch. Gee, you make it sound like I'm going to get hurt an awful lot, Mr. Drippy. Next, I give you the gift of the Blazing Inferno Fireball. Shoots a little ball of fire, that one does. Plant-based beasties flippin' hate fire, man. Even old Treeface here is scared of Fireball. Drippy, how dare you? You would never aim such a spell at me, would you, boy? Golly, of course not, old Father Oak. See the page describing the Fireball spell. Now, boy, you can press X at any time to open your spells menu. While a spell like Healing Touch can be used at any time, Fireball is meant primarily for use in battle. That said, the most inexperienced of spells, or unexpected of spells, can prove incomparably useful when given the right set of circumstances. Novel problems call for novel solutions, after all. If you find yourself at something of a loss, I recommend that you go through your magical repertoire. You never know which spell might save the day. You can now use Spells menu. Yay!
なんや？くそ、また来たんや。 早速戦うでオリバ
これどうするの？
ー。戦いのイメージを頭に思い浮かべるんや。そしたらそいつも戦ってくれる。
わかった。戦いをイメージ。やってみる。よし、頑張ろう。
Righto, Ollie boy. It's time to learn about fighting with familiars. First off, you've got to pick who's going to fight out of you and your little friend. We've got to the trouble of making him, so we'd best give him a go, eh? Select him, will you? Tidy. Now let's send him into the fray, shall we? Oh yeah, see that circle on the top left there? That's your familiar's stamina gauge. What that does is it shows you how much longer he can fight for, see? The longer you keep him in the go, the shorter his stamina gauge will get. When it's empty, that means the poor lad's tired, so he can't fight anymore. Tragic, eh? So before that happens, you have to call him back to you for a bit of rest, like. Oh, and there's something else about familiars you should know. See this little mark here? That's his sign. It's sort of like a star sign, except there's only 4 of them. Sun, moon, star, and planet. And like star signs, different ones get on better. You can use that to help you in battle. Next, we'll talk about tricks. They are proper powerful abilities, a bit like your spells. And just like spells, they cost MP to use. You can see the cost written next to them. But what you've got to remember is that you and your familiar share MP and HP. So if a familiar uses a trick or takes a big hit, it's your MP or HP that'll suffer. Crikey, this is a long old session, eh? Right, let's finish with a top tip, shall we? Your familiar's stamina is always going down, so you'll need to swap him regularly. You can do that anytime you like by pressing left button, ain't it? Now I'm gonna stop talking before I put us both to sleep. It's your turn to sing for your supper. Go on, boy. Bach. So, now you know how to fight with a familiar, ain't it, Ollie boy? To be a true contender, you'll need to learn when to let your familiar loose, and when to take control yourself. I'll do my best, Mr. Trippy. Oh, and when he's not fighting, the little fellow can be found taking it easy in the creature cage. In the creature cage, you can shower your faithful familiars with delicious treats. There's all kinds of treats to choose from. Some will improve their abilities, and there's other ones that can even teach them new tricks. Tidy. Feed the little blighters enough of what they fancy, and the bonds of familiarity between you will grow, meaning you can boost their abilities even more. Careful not to stuff them too full of sweeties, though. They'll only end up getting full up. Adoration in moderation is the key. It's probably a lot to get your head around, but just remember that the creature cage is where you look after your familiars and take it from there, ain't it? Creature cage. Got it. I promise to look after him real well, Mr. Drippy. Oh, I almost forgot. We had something we wanted to ask you, your trunkiness. There's a guard down in Ding Dong Dell, and he's broken-hearted, see? Broken-hearted, you say? Shadal's evil spreads still further. So, you will be needing... That we will, your Okatude. There's quick you are. You still got it, aren't you? Patience, young Drippy. Of course I have. Let me see now. I know it's here somewhere. Crikey. You've not gone and lost it, have you? Lost it? The insolence. I put it away safely among my uppermost branches. It's just a little tangled up there, that's all. Ah, while I seek it out, I have a favor to ask of you. What? Did I mention we're in a flippin' hurry, didn't I? We haven't got time to go. Mr. Trippy, we should help old Father Oak. He gave us those spells, didn't he? How very refreshing to meet such a responsible and honest young man. It'd be even more refreshing if this game could keep its video signal. Alright, I get the flippin' message. Go on, what is it you need us for? Well, it's the guardian of these woods, you see. The guardian, eh? What's up with the old fella? I'm afraid he has he has become rather unruly of late, and he is neglecting his duties. Well, that's no good, is it? We better help you sort him out then, eh? The guardian, he sounds kinda tough. Too right he is. He's way stronger than your average beastie, but you've got a familiar on your side now, Mun. You'll be fine. And besides, if you're going to take down Shadar, you can't back out to a bit of light guardian bashing now, can you? Okay, I'll do it. How very kind of you. The guardian can be found in the deepest part of the wood, beyond the whispering waterfalls. I wish you luck. First spells, now familiars. You're turning into a proper wizard, ain't you, Dolly boy? I guess I am, huh? Now then, why don't you take a closer look at your new mate, eh? How do I do that, Mr. Drippy? It's a piece of cake, man. Now listen up. If you look in the main menu, you'll see friends and familiars. That's where you'll find all sorts of details about you and your familiar abilities. It looks a bit complicated, and there are a fair few options kicking about in there, to be fair, but you'll soon get the hang of it, man. Now, you're still new to this wizarding lark, so there's a limit to what you can do, ain't it? But keep fighting, and eventually you'll get stronger. We call that leveling up, you see. You'll probably make some new mates before long, and all, so be sure to take a closer look at them, like I showed you. You got it, Mr. Drippy. Your friends and familiars are now accessible from the main menu. Oh, sure, whatever. Loaf of white bread. Yum. Straight to the old stomach and butts, though. Whispering waterfalls. I'd best warn you, Ollie boy. It's absolutely crawling with monsters beyond here. Be careful you don't get caught before you even get to the Guardian, eh? I'll be fine, Mr. Drippy. I have a familiar to help me now. There's brave you are. Don't forget, though, if the going gets tough, don't be afraid to cast the healing touch. I sure won't. And remember what old Treeface told you. The spells menu is a mere tap of the X away. You should try to familiar yourself with the main menu, too, while you're at it. Don't worry, you're not going to break anything no matter what you press. So have a good old poke around, ain't it? And when you learn new skills and that, new options will come up at the main menu. So keep your eyes peeled and make the most of your new toys. Jeepers, there's so much to remember. You'll soon get used to it all, Mun. No worries. Now past the Whispering Waterfall, and on to the Guardian of the Woods we go. Right, let's go and help him get back to normal. I know people say Navi's annoying. Ooh boy, Mr. Drippy. You are very annoying. And he doesn't get better. He just remains consistently annoying all through the game. Yeah.
ないよ。行け。
Crikey, I knew there was something I forgot to tell you about familiars. Huh? What's that? This is important, Ollie boy, so listen carefully, alright? I showed you how your familiars can use tricks, didn't I? Well, as the little fellows get stronger, they'll start learning new ones. If you want to see what tricks your familiars have up their sleeve, choose Friends and Familiars from the main menu. Tricks are a bit different from magic. Each individual trick fills a single command slot, you see. Press Y when you're in the Friends and Familiars bit, and you can change the command you use for tricks. Which reminds me, a familiar can only remember a maximum of 8 tricks at any given time. Meaning, if you want to learn a new one, you'll have to make them forget one of their old ones. A bit of a pain, but at least you can teach an old familiar new tricks. Anyway, the important thing is that you assign a trick to your familiar's command wheel. If you don't, you won't be able to use it. Simple as that. Okay, I think I got it. I don't know what the problem with this game is and its video signal. I don't have a problem with other games, but just this game in particular, the way it sends video to my my video card, it knocks the signal out. It reestablishes the signal really fast, but you know, every once in a while it'll just blink out like you're witnessing. My guess is whatever they're using for a Punk Buster doesn't like my capture software. That's kind of hard to say. That's right. I haven't learned Charm yet, have I? Level up. Okay, good. Level up does give you back your health. Hold up, Ollie boy. Huh? What is it? Listen, man. Someone's coming. But I don't... It's him. It's the flippin' Guardian. Run, Pokemon! The Guardian of the Woods. Nicholas, this looks serious, Ollie boy. You best defend yourself. You've seen the defend command, ain't it? Use it or you're in for a proper headache, man. On flippin' guard! Nice one, Ollie boy. There's Tidy. Defending against big moves like that can earn you a nice little bonus as well. So when he starts building up a nasty looking number, be sure to put up your guard. Right. I swear this game's attacking my video card. No. Over there. Ouch. I meant to hit the them. Tiny, that's a gold Glimman. That little beauty will restore your HP for you. And not only that, it also lets you do a miracle move that doesn't use any MP. Tidy. But they don't hang around forever. Hurry up and grab it, Ollie. Oh, can't use it yet. Look, Ollie boy, the big club's only gone and knackered himself. Now is your chance to give him a proper walloping. Oh. Gotta wish to do something about it. You obtained a page describing the Guardian of the Woods. Crikey, that was a close run thing, man. The Guardian, he headed towards the deepest part of the wood. Do you think he's back to normal now? Your guess is as good as mine, man, but that weird look in his eyes has gone at least. I reckon he'll probably take some time out to get his head together, and then it'll be right back to the old Guardian. But what made him go all screwy like that? You don't think it was? Of course it flippin' was. Had Shadar written all over it. We best watch our backs if we visit any more forests. Saying that, you get your Guardians everywhere. Anyway, we did what we came to do. We'd best get back and see old Treeface, eh? Sure, let's go. The surrendering of the Guardian of the Woods heart has unlocked a story in the Wizard's Companion. You obtained a new Tale of Wonder.
おお、よくぞ森の主を元に戻してくれた。あれもしっかり見つかっておるぞ。その前に例代わりのプレゼントじゃ。
プレゼント？
おお、感謝です。
わしの親友ロックストーンを預けよう。わしに負けず劣らずの知識人じゃ。旅の案内人となってくれるだろう。ストーン先生とでも呼んでおけば機嫌よくいろいろと教えてくれるだろう。そしてもう一つがトレビン。お前たちが求めておったものだな。これは人の心のかけらを入れる入れ物じゃ。抜け殻人を救うにはこのトレビンと心を受け渡す魔法が必要になる。共に授けようぞ。
長老様、ありがとうございます。
おお、きちんとお礼が言えるいい子じゃ。それに引き換え。
なんですの？ちゃんと言いますがな。ありがとう、ありがとう。
相変わらずじゃの。まあよい。では行くがよい。それと少年よ、たまにはここに戻ってきてこの長老に旅の話を聞かせてくれ。それが楽しみでここで待っておるからの。
はい、長老様。
ほな行こうか。ゴロネール王国に戻るで。あの門番を元に戻してやらんとあかんからな。
うん。
The Telling Stone is not accessible from the main menu. You obtained a locket. You see the page describing the Take Heart spell. You can Give Heart spell. Back to town.
よし、頑張ろう。行け。 行け。
Ooh, it's so lush looking.
よし、頑張ろう。行け。負けないよ。行け。負けないよ。行け。
ああ、やっぱり元には戻ってへんようやな。
ねえ雫、なんとかしてあげないと。
ああ、オリバー、一から説明したる。まずはやな、古の木の旦那にもろたトレビンを使って抜け殻人が奪われた心のかけらを集めてくるんや。
心のかけらって。
じゃあから人の心の一部のことや。
人の心の一部。よくわからないよ。
説明難しいな。やってみたらすぐわかんねんけどな。ひとまずやで、あの門番が失ってるのはやる気の心や。それを探してきて与えたらあいつは救われる。
でもそのやる気の心はどこにあるの？
俺、もう一人の門番見てみ。恐ろしいまでのテンションの高さやろ。あいつはきっと有り余るやる気を持ってるに違いない。あのもう一人の門番からやる気をいただくんや。
わかった、やってみるよ。
Excuse me, sir. I wonder if you could do us a favor. I wish I could, I really do, but I'm afraid I can't open this gate without my colleague's permission. Oh, no, it's not that. Just want to borrow some of your enthusiasm. Haha, what if enthusiasm you're after? I've got plenty to spare. Take as much as you want. Thank you, sir. Mr. Trippy, how do I get the enthusiasm out of his, heart? Look at the pages of old Treeface gave you for your book, ain't it? It's a spell called Take Heart. You need to cast first. Take Heart, huh? Sure.
Oh, やる気をうまくゲットできたようやな。ほな次にそれを抜け殻人になっとる門番に渡すんや。
Nope. Now what is it doing? Oh, this game. Definitely needs some patching. So, we need to give this guardian the enthusiasm we got from his friend, huh? That's right, Ollie boy. The spell you'll need this time is Give Heart, ain't it? I know it sounds like just another one, but don't get them mixed up, whatever you do. Don't worry, Mr. Drippy. Give Heart is the one for repairing broken hearts. I'll remember that. Now, when you cast Give Heart, you'll need to choose the piece of heart you want to restore from your locket. Of course, you've only got one in there at the moment, so given you can't mess this up, go on and give that card his enthusiasm back. As soon as the picture comes back. Alright, here goes. Weird that they all can see it. But okay.
おやったで成功やおどうやら気がついたようやな
俺はどうしたんだなんでこんな
おおお前もしかして正気に戻ったのか
ああなんか不思議な気分だ心につっかえていたものが取れたようなすっきり感だな
そうかよかった心配したんだぞ
今まですまなかったなさて体調も戻ったことだしこれまで以上に働かねばならんな
なら早速他の土地からやってきた者たちが王国内に入れてくれと申し出ている入国審査担当のお前の出番だぞ
よしここへ参れそこの者ども
I can't thank you enough, but I'm sure you'll receive your fair share of merit stamps for performing such a heroic feat. Merit stamps? What are those? I mean, you helped me without even thinking of the merit stamps you'd earn? You'd have to do a... You do have a merit stamp card, don't you? They're used to... They're used to collect stamps awarded for helping those in need. If you don't have one, you should visit Swift Solutions in town and pick one up. Listen to me ribbiting on. I have to get this gate open. That's what you're waiting for, isn't it? Yes, please, sir. Tidy. We can finally go inside. Ding Dong Dell, the King's Castle. We're finally here. We're finally in Ding Dong Dell. Indeed we are, Ollie boy. There were a few unseen snags along the way, I'd admit. But all's well that ends well, and I was going to take you to see old Treeface eventually anyway. Righto, on with the wand hunt. The king of this place knows a spell or two. Let's see if he can help us, shall we? A real-life king? Sure, I guess that means we should head for that big old palace over there, huh? Look at that. There's useful. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use that one day. Yes, one day. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not open at present. Please come back if you'd like to stay the night. Hide cake in a vase? Why not? I don't know.
すごいなんかいろいろ違う
おいキョロキョロすんな
みんな珍しい服を着てるよ
珍しないわい珍しいのはお前の方じゃ
え
変なの変な格好
そんなに変かな
おいその一の国の変な服は早いとこ着替えんとオリバー行くで
I'm sorry, Ollie boy, but no matter how trendy they are in Motorville, your clothes are just plain out of place over by here. Are they really so strange? But this is all I have. Then we'll just have to buy you some more, won't we? There's loads of shops here in Ding Dong Dell, man. One of them must sell clothes, ain't it? Okay, let's find a store where I can buy a new outfit. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you sell clothes from this work? I mean, do you sell regular clothes? Clothes, dear? Oh, hoot, I'm afraid we don't have any in stock at the moment. Don't tell us that, Mun. Have you seen how the boy is dressed? He's a flippin' embarrassment. He's getting funny looks everywhere we go. My street cred's in ruins. Ooh, a fairy. I used to see your kind all the time. But I'll bet children these days don't even know who you are. You're telling me, kids these days, Mun, disrespectful, ignorant, downright rude. They wouldn't know a fairy if it kicked them in the flippin' shins. Not like you, eh, missus? Now, about these clothes. Oh dear. Ooh, let me think now. Come to think of it, there was a traveler who left a set of clothes here once upon a time. He'd bought a new outfit, you see, so he left his old one behind. Roughly human-shaped, is it? And cheap, I shouldn't doubt. Tidy, we'll take it. But Mr. Drippy. Yes, now I remember. He was the one who... Yes, he said they were very special clothes, made from fabric woven from the fibers of the sky tree, if I remember rightly. Lovely and comfy, extremely hard wearing, and lucky to boot. I think the only problem would be the size. If it's you who are going to wear this outfit, dear, I'll need a few hours to make some alterations. It would look huge on you otherwise. Could you come back tomorrow morning? Of course we can, Mun. How's about then, naughty boy? There's lucky. Neato, thank you very much, ma'am. Oh, a pleasure, my dear. Toodle-hoo for now, until tomorrow. Tomorrow's flippin' ages away, Mun. I'd like to go and see the king right away, but we can't go with till we got your outfit sorted out, eh? I guess not. So what do we do until tomorrow? I know. That guard on the gate said something about us getting some kind of card from a place in town, ain't it? Something Solutions? I think he said the name of the shop was the one we just went in. The boutique. That's the Howl one. That's the Owl one. Was it Swift Solutions? Ugh, game, you drive me crazy. What the hell's wrong with you? There's Clever Shoes, that's the one. I knew it was some other kind of bird. Nice one, Ollie boy. The stores here sure do have goofy names. You reckon? They're just named after what they look like, ain't it? Anyway, let's go get over to Swift Solutions, shall we? As nice as it is to have this game remastered and in up to 4K, boy, the video signal is just so unstable. Welcome to Swift Solutions, where those in need come to watch their worries fly away, and where those who are feeling helpful agree to perform tasks on their behalf. What sort of test do you mean, sir? You honestly don't know? Dear me, you really are new to this, aren't you? Well, I shall swallow my amazement and explain. Folks who are in need of assistance flock to me, hoping to find someone willing to take on their errands for them. On your travels, you're bound to run into people who are looking for help, and you'll have to decide whether or not to soothe their fluttering hearts by taking on the tasks they set to you. Have a look at the errands board over there. On it, you'll see a list of tasks you can take on. At Swift Solutions, you can also agree to undertake missions to eliminate specific monsters. I'd like to eliminate the monster who wrote this video driver. These are known as bounty hunts. If you want to find out more, access the main menu and take a look at your journal. My journal, huh? Okay, I think I got it. Your journal will also show you how many merit stamps cards you got. Oh, the geek mentioned something about getting those. I don't think I have one though. Oh, you don't, do you? Well, that is swiftly remedied. Keep this merit stamp card safe. You'll need it to collect stamps when you complete tasks. Once you've filled up a few cards, you can exchange them for merit awards, which are sure to be useful on your travels. Simply visit the nearest branch of Swift Solutions, hand over your completed cards, and the awards will be yours. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Well, helping out is all part of saving the world, Ollie boy. But before we make a start on all that do-goodery, we need to get you dressed for the job. Now, the Hootenanny said your outfit will be ready tomorrow. So I reckon our best plan of action is to go and get a good night's sleep down at the Cat's Cradle, ain't it? Journals are accessible. Yay, yay. Oh. This is the board. Oh, but we can't do anything. to wait for our clues. Can't go about questing in the wrong clothes, can we? I don't know what to do about this video signal. I don't know why it flips out. It's not every game. But this is one of those games that it just has a very, very hard time with. Welcome to one of the cat's cradles change in Premium Inns. We pride ourselves in our practicality and pricing. Your custom is always appreciated. You look a little unusual. You're a traveler, I presume. And I encourage you to take a nap at each of our inns, wherever your travels may take you. We are very proud of our deep and comfortable beds, and we hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Thank you very much. Look at your wizard's companion. There's something different about it. Ah, there's useful. The memories of all the travelers who've stayed here have filled it back up a bit. Gee, I never expected that. Why the heck not, man? It's a flipping mighty spellbook, ain't it? We best stay at as many of these places as we can, eh? I guess so, huh? You've obtained a new Regions of the World page. Yeah, I'll look into it. Maybe there's a fix over in a PC Wiki or something.
Oliver? え、母さん母さん
よくここまで来たわね、オリバー。
母さん、これは夢なの？
よく聞いて、オリバー。あなたは行かなければならない、あの人のところへ。そして、本当のことを知らなければならない。それがどんなに悲しいことであったとしても。
あの人？母さん、あの人って誰なの？
私にとっても、あなたにとっても大切な人。
それは誰？僕はどこへ行けばいいの？
大丈夫。もうあなたはその人を目指して進んでいる。どんなに辛くても諦めないで、オリバー。
Sorry, I killed your mom.
母さん、母さん。
I really blame Peter, though. Well done, young man, and what a perfectly fine morning it is, too. You slept well, I hope? Excellent. You'll be on your way now, I expect. Oh, if you happen across another cat's cradle on your travels, be sure to stay with us again. To Mrs. See you soon. Righto, Ollie boy. Back to that owl shop, ain't it? Okay. Mom. Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered on Steam. Again, it's on sale. It's at like $15, you know, and it normally retails for $50. So it's well worth picking up if you haven't played it before. Maybe your rig is better than mine as far as its weird video signal problem. I'll see if I can fix that. And hopefully the next time we play, this problem will go away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.